Power 92. We are number one in the streets.
Power 92, we are number one in the streets, baby. Bright and early this morning, my girl Remy pulled up on me. What's
Good
up,
morning.
boo?
How are you? How you doing?
I'm very well. I'm glad you walked in with some camo. I'm a camo freak.
Thank you.
Yes.
I told you, it's my favorite jacket ever. So,
I love it.
I actually got it, I think I got it in Saks. In the men's section, it's a men's jacket, but I wear it with everything.
I dip into the men's section a lot.
Like, that's my favorite. They have like
they
the
have
best
really
stuff.
dope stuff. They really do. So I know this is your first time interviewing with me, and I have a lot of friends who have talked to you in the industry and other markets. Danny D is one of them. My girl Danny D at Hot 96 in Indy. And she told me how pleasant you were. She was like, she's so cool. She's so cool. And I was like, well, I can't wait to meet her myself.
Nah, she's super cool too.
Yeah. Welcome to Chicago.
Thank you.
How long have you been here?
A couple of days. I've been here a couple of days, but I like it. It's really New Yorkish to me. Like it reminds me of home a lot.
I love it too. I love being in New York too, probably because it sort of reminds me of the crib.
Yeah.
Like I was just in San Diego last week and everyone was like, "Oh, are you trying to move out here now? Do you like the weather?" And I'm like, No. I'm more of a cold weather
We like
girl.
it when it still snows in April. Yeah,
You feel me? You feel me? So I know you were just at the Black Women's Expo yesterday. How did that go?
That was so cool. I'd never been. It was my first time going. And I met so many like cool entrepreneurs, just people starting their own business. I love to see, and a lot of like women, just Black women and young women and women who are so driven and have their goals in sight and really working towards it. It's a wonderful thing when you get to see people really trying to achieve their dreams and going hard. And some of them, I got some cool, it was this one company, oh my gosh. I think it's called Glamorous Chicks. They had this cool glitter lip stuff. I literally left with every color. I was no, but I didn't see them actually. I saw people wearing it. I was like, what is that? Could y'all find who did that and bring them to me? So I was like, it's just amazing to see like the different outlets. I can't wait to get back and like tell my sister and stuff like about things like that. So it's a cool networking thing, and it's also cool to just be inspired by it.
Right.
A lot of times you feel like, Dag, I want to start this company, I want to start this business, and you don't really know where to start or you don't know if it's worth it. But when you're in that type of environment and there's so many people on that same wave, regardless of what they're actually working towards, it's very inspiring.
Yeah, and you know, you can't even begin to imagine how many bumps along the road that they have had that at some point they were like, I don't think I could do this, but they still push through.
I mean, everybody has those bumps in the road. Even the people that you think or it seems or appears to look like they have everything. Everyone, I don't know. I've never met anyone who had a clean streak straight all the way through with no hiccups. So.
Right. I seen a meme where it was like they showed like success going like this and then like real life success just kind of like wavy. And I'm like, that's exactly what it is.
That's how it really goes.
Because how many times have we heard no and... You know, there's been the bumps along the road.
See, people don't really tell me no. They just secretly do know behind my back.
Really? Are they scared?
I don't really get the straight no to my face. People are gassy and jeer all day like, yeah, absolutely. It's so wonderful. Yeah. And then it turns out to be no because they don't follow through. But I would prefer the direct no.
Right. They're scared to say no to you.
Because then I know how to move. Like, that could possibly be it.
It's hard to say no to Remy.
Just tell me no so I know how to move on to the next step. Like, I'm not sitting here waiting in limbo and then I find out that it's no because now I want to do something to you.
Right. No, I hear you. I'd rather hear a direct no, too. But, you know, people always got to dance around it.
But not people. Some people.
Some people.
Me, if it's no, I'm not going to. I don't have time. I have zero tolerance. Like, if it's something I'd be like, I would love to, but it's not going to happen. Or my schedule's crazy, I can't do it. Or that's just not something I'm interested in. I'm very direct. I love saying no. It makes me feel so happy. I'm like, no.
It's liberating.
Not happening. No. Sorry.
But,
like, and it's people respect me because of that. They know if I say something, that's what it is. If I say yeah, like, my word is everything to me. Like, I take that more serious than anything. If I say I'm going to do something, I go, even times where I can't do it, after I said yes, I make it my business. I push all type of important things to the side because I'm like, nah, I said this is what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to do. I hate people that don't live up to their word. Like,
that's a great quality to possess, too. Like, to really be loyal to your word.
Because I just feel like with so many people so fake and just the lies that people tell, like if I don't like you, you're gonna know I don't like you.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even gonna be able to act like I don't like you. I might not say anything. Before I would say it. Now I'm just like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but my whole face being nostrils flared, lips turned up, top to bottom, like, and just looking like ew.
So how do you get on Remy's bad side? Like, what are those things that you're just like, you feel and you're just automatically like,
It don't really take much. It don't take much. The thing with me is people kind of start on the bad side. You know, people will meet somebody and be like, oh my God, it's nice to meet you. Like, how do you know that? You literally just met me. Like me, I feel like everybody starts on this side. You don't start good and then, you know, when I find out later, you said, no, everyone starts over here. I don't know you. I don't really know what you're about, what you did with. And then once I get to know you, okay, it was nice to meet you, that X, Y, Z. I feel like a lot of times people are like, oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. And then later on, you find that person's a whole asshole. You're like, you know what? I wish
but it wasn't
I was
nice
a little
to meet
bit
your
different.
ass.
When I approached you, and I learned that the hard way because I would meet people and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Hey, come over here in my section. And you find out later, like, oh, why was I even dealing with this person? So me, I take everybody, especially since everything that I've been through, everybody is like from here with it. Like,
I'm
what?
sure.
Who you? If I walk in a room and somebody that I don't know is like, who you here with? How do you like? And people sometimes they be offended, like, oh, she was like questioning. Yeah, I don't know you, and you're in my dressing room or you're in my area.
Right.
Who you here with? How do you know them? What's your relationship? Whatever the case may be. And if it don't check out, I will be like, could you like stand outside? Because if anything happen, if I'm around people that I know what to expect from them because I know them. So you don't be knowing people, certain things happen, anything. You don't know what they capable of. So
and I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, everyone's been burnt in some capacity in their life where they got to keep their circle small.
It's just so crazy. Like the way people move, I don't know. I come from a different era. I come from a different cloth. I grew up around different type of people. The standards and the morals that I have, people don't have them. Like people be doing all type of crazy, funny, wacky movements, and I'm not cool with that. And that's why it don't take much. I see one little sign of any type of disloyalty, one little sign of funny styleness, and it's a light switch for you. Click, get out of here. Like I'm done with it. And I have zero tolerance. And people are like, yo, I barely even did anything. Exactly what you think. I'm going to wait till you do something big?
Right. No, I'm going to nip this
right
in the
here.
butt.
So you
right.
do something light. It's light work. Up, nah, I got to go. And then that's just how I move. And sometimes people, they feel some type of way with it. But it makes me feel better and I feel more comfortable. And that's what it's about.
And that's what matters.
I'm not being uncomfortable for nobody.
At the end of the day, I hear you. I know we don't have too much time, but I wanted to talk about something that really resonated with me that you posted on your Instagram. It was the Cardi B reveal. But your caption is what had me like, I swear, because you talked about having to pretend to be single, appearing to be single, being told, don't get pregnant right now. I totally feel that completely because I am being told those things too. And like when I read that caption, I just was like, man. And then when I found out you were coming, I was like, I got to talk to her about this because being a woman in showbiz or the entertainment industry is so difficult. It's so difficult. So can you expound on that and talk more about it? Because being a female in this is rough.
It's the crazy thing is not just in the entertainment and in music industry. It's just women across the board. And a lot of women, since I put that post, have said to me, like, yo, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because we go through it in so many different walks of life. People think that as women, you're supposed to have, especially if you're in the public eye, you're supposed to have this aura where you always appear to be single. You're always available for anybody to, because we're looked at as sex objects. And, you know, they feel like, well, if you're in a relationship, that makes certain people feel like they don't have a chance with you. We want you to seem like you're accessible. Or we don't want to talk about your husband or your man. Or we definitely don't want to talk about you being pregnant or with child. And these are things that, as a woman, is something that comes naturally. And I think it has a lot to do with also, like, the handicapness. People feel like if you're pregnant, you're, like, handicapped or something.
Right.
So as beautiful a thing as it is, when it comes to certain things like endorsements, they don't necessarily look for someone who's 6 months pregnant to endorse their product.
That's real.
Or if they're scheduling a tour, they don't want to, they already look at us as having attitudes or mood swings or whatever the case may be. Oh, she's on her period or something. So God forbid you're pregnant. Who knows what they have to deal with. So then those are things that come into question. So I kind of understood why she didn't want to reveal prior some of the things that she was going through, because people just don't understand. And it's sad because there's so many women that go through. As women, that's something that we naturally go through. And we don't really stick by each other. So when I saw her go through that, her first words was, I'm finally free. Like, that is just, it's just sad. Like, it was really sad. Like, yo, I know what she was going through, because the same way you said, I've been told the same thing. Not right now. You got a tour coming. Not right now. You got to do radio. Not right now. You got a video. Not right now. You just signed a deal. Not like, it's always not right now. Before you realize it, not right now turned into 10 years, 15 years.
Right.
And so when is it the right time? When I'm 50 years old and sitting at home, like, I don't understand. And I feel like it's sometimes a little bit more acceptable from like R&B singers, but I'm sure they get it too.
I understand.
They get it too, though. They get it too. People telling them that, like, who are you to tell somebody when they should not, create a life, or they should act as if. When I first came home, people was like, the thing that you and your husband have is wonderful or whatever, but, that's not really what people want to see. People don't want to see people that are married. And,
oh, my gosh.
And now it's a whole different thing. Now it's every time, oh, my God, Black love. And, everybody's posting a girl now. Everybody posting a man. And everybody's baed out. But it wasn't like that when I came home. And I had to deal with people telling me, I was like, yo, so let me get this straight. You want me to basically shit on the person that was there for me when I was gone for 7 winters and 6 summers, for people that I don't even know, that didn't even reach out for me, that wasn't even checking for me?
Right.
Absolutely not. And now, matter of fact, since you suggested that, I don't even want you around me. Like, anybody that'll tell me to get rid of or to hide or act like, my relationship is other than when what we done went through, like, I don't even want you around neither. And I proved all of them wrong, because they was the main ones sitting there telling me that's not going to work and that's not what people want to see. And we pretty much changed the whole demographic and the dynamics of how relationships are looked at in the industry.
I hear you, because a lot of times when I see pictures of you and Pap, I always see people writing like relationship goals underneath it, and, just really commending and praising you for it.
It's hard.
And I think because it's hard being you, and it's hard being him, and it's hard being together in this
actually,
capacity.
it's hard if you make it hard. Like, we've been through so much. Like, I tell people all the time, like, when I first was doing reality TV, they was like, oh my God, don't do that. Everyone who goes on reality TV, it ruins their relationship, X, Y, Z. And I'm like, bruh, we was separated by barbed wire, bricks, bars, miles and miles of years and all type of stuff. And we was good. So it's nothing minute as reality TV that's gonna come between us. So when your foundation is strong, you good.
I love that. And I really, really, really am inspired by it. And I can't wait to find my little boo too.
Okay, he there. Okay. He's somewhere waiting patiently.
Look, he better be somewhere.
He's somewhere.
Because I'm trying to go to the East Coast soon, too. And if I'm going to find him over there, it's lit.
And, you never know when it's going to happen, because I swear, like, I'm from the Bronx. My husband's from Brooklyn. And, like, they're, like, it's all New York, but literally it's it's 5 separate worlds. But if you're from New York, you know people from Brooklyn, you know about what sneakers they got on, if they from Harlem, if they from Queens, but you gotta be from there to know.
Yeah.
And because the Bronx and Brooklyn is so far, like, I used to be like, what? Brooklyn? I would never talk to somebody from Brooklyn. Like, that was like the thing. And the same thing with people in Brooklyn, they'd be like, the Bronx, like, nah, we're not doing that. So to end up married to somebody that's from Brooklyn, like, we be having the craziest arguments in the crib.
But that's how it is here in Chicago. Like, you can always tell when someone's from the West Side and the South Side.
You can tell where they from, but you got to be there from.
Yep.
But it's cool though.
Yeah.
Our Biggie pun arguments is real interesting.
I bet.
Like, what? But we'll rap circles. I'm like, I give it to Big, but he cannot. Like, are you crazy? Do you know what Big's are?
That's hilarious.
Crazy.
So before we wrap up, because I know you got to dip, 7 winters and 6 summers. Do we have a date?
This summer.
This summer.
It's gonna be this summer.
Features?
Obviously, you got the Kim feature, the Chris Brown feature. I got a record that's coming out like any day now. I don't know what day the label's gonna drop.
Okay.
A Boogie.
Okay.
We shot the video. It's so dope. It's called Company. Me and French got this huge record called New Thing.
Okay.
That's coming out. It's gonna be on a big soundtrack that everyone's talking about too. I don't want to blow everything up, but I got some good stuff on there. And then of course there's this dope female rapper. She's from the Bronx. Her name is Remy Ma. She is amazing. She is all over the project, and she's just like going in. It's so crazy.
She's cold. She's cold. We definitely have Melanin Magic heavy in our rotation.
Thank you.
So you are definitely lit. Remy, thank you for joining us. I know we had to cut it short, but it was so great.
I'll be back.
I'll be
back. Thank you.
Yes.
Power 92.3 FM.